Hello friends, welcome back to this video on analog communication. In this video, we are going to discuss some questions on sampling theorem. So I have already discussed the basic concepts of sampling and sampling theorem in my previous videos. I hope you have seen those videos, and especially the video which involves the reconstruction of the signal from its sampled version. So here we'll be discussing the questions on the reconstruction of the message from its sampled output. So I hope you have gone through the reconstruction video. If not, I recommend you to watch that first. So I hope you remember that in the reconstruction, I require a low pass filter to reconstruct the message signal from the sampled output. So here the first question states a signal xt is equal to 10 cos 10 pi t is sampled at 14 Hz rate. To recover the original signal, the cutoff frequency of fc of ideal low pass filter should be. So now, if I denote this xt, how I can represent this xt? Xt is 10 cos 10 pi t. So now, this function represent 2 pi fmt. So it is 10 pi t. So which implies fm is 5. So now I know the frequency at which the cos is there. So now if I want to represent x of f, so x of f can be represented in the terms of del function. So I have first del function at 5 and the second del function would be at minus 5. And what would be the height? So it would be 5. So now I hope you are very clear about it. We are talking about the Fourier transform of cos from the last a lot of videos. So now here this is the Fourier transform of x of f. Now if I want to sample this signal at 14 Hz, so the sampled output can be represented as xst. So now first, or I can take it as xit, it's representing the instantaneous sampling. So now xit was equal to summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x nts into del t minus nts, and the frequency domain, I hope you remember it. So xif was equal to fs summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of f minus nfs. So now this is my instantaneous frequencies or sampled frequency in the frequency domain. So now coming to the xif, how I can represent this xif? Now n is varying from minus infinity to infinity. I know fs, so fs is 14 Hertz. So now putting the value of fs, so here I'll be having 14, n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of f minus n into 14. So now what I am doing, I have amplified the signal by a factor 14, and now I am shifting the signal in the right side as well as in the left side with a gap of 14 Hertz. So now this was my signal x of f. So now when n is equal to 0, I'll be getting 14 into x of f. So now leave the amplitude because I am just concerned about the frequencies. So I am not taking the amplitude here. So now if I see the frequency, x of f is from minus 5 to 5. Now at n is equal to 1, what will I have? I'll be having n is equal to 1. At n is equal to 1, 14 into x of f minus 14. So now I am shifting in the right side by 14. So now minus 5 plus 14, it would be 9, and 5 plus 14, it would be 19. Similarly, if I shift by n is equal to 2, I will be having 14x f minus 2 into 14. So now I am shifting this signal by 14. So here I will be having an impulse at 23 and another at 33 Hz. So this is frequency. Similarly, if I come to the negative side, here also I'll be having minus 9 and minus 19, minus 23, minus 33 hertz impulses. So now this is the sampled output. So now I need to construct a filter which is extracting my signal. So now it should extract this signal, because this was my original signal which is from minus 5 to 5. So now if I take the frequency of low pass filter in the range 5 to 9 hertz. So now at that time I'll extract this signal only. So at that time x dash of t would be equal to, so here I am having an amplitude, I am not taking the amplitude, so it would be a dash cos of, so here I have 5 and 5, so now it would be cos of 10 pi t. So now this signal resembles this signal. So now with the help of the low pass filter which is having the frequency range in between 5 to 9, I cannot take the value 5, I cannot take the value 9. So in between that, if I take ideal low pass filter, it will give me this x dash t, which is the desired output. So let's suppose I have the low pass filter at frequency, let's suppose I have at the frequency 20 hertz. So now what all signals would be the output? So the first signal would be this signal, so which is represented by x dash 1 t. It is a dash cos 10 pi t twice into 5. So now the second signal x dash 2 t would be a dash cos twice of 9. So it would be 18 pi t and x3 dash t. So the third component of the frequency is present at 19 hertz. So I'll be having the third output signal as a dash cos 38 pi t. So now if I take the cutoff frequency of low pass filter greater than 9, so let's suppose I have taken the cutoff frequency to be 20 hertz, so that time I'll be getting these three outputs. So now to avoid these three outputs, I just needed one output which is a dash cos 10 pi t. So that time I'll be using the low pass filter in between this range. So the range would be in between 5 to 9. So now I hope you understood the question number 1. So now coming to the question number 2, it states, consider a sampled signal yt is equal to 5 into 10 raised to power minus 6 xt summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity del t minus nts. Xt is 10 cos 8 pi into 10 raised to power 3. Sampling time is 100 microsecond when yt is passed through an ideal low pass filter with cutoff frequency 5 kilohertz. The output of the filter is, so here we need to know the amplitude also. So now we can observe the signal. So now yt is, because yt is passed through the ideal low pass filter, so yt is 5 into 10 raised to power minus 6 into xit. Xit represents the sampled output. So now it is 5 into 10 raised to power minus 6 into sampled output, where I know xt. Xt is 10 cos 8 pi into 10 raised to power 3 t. So now how I can represent this cos? So in the frequency domain, x of f can be represented as two impulse responses now at 4k hertz. So this is frequency and minus 4k hertz. Now we are interested in the amplitude as well. So here what would be the amplitude of these two pulses? It would be 5. So now I hope you are clear how this amplitude is 5. So now let's observe this signal. Here the sampling time is given as 100 microsecond. So now I know fs is equal to 1 upon ts is equal to 1 upon 100 into 10 raised to power minus 6. So fs is 10 raised to power 4 hertz. So now I know what is sampling frequency. I know how I can represent the xi in the frequency domain. So how I can represent it? So the sampling output in the frequency is represented by fs summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of f minus nfs. Now I know what is x of f. I have represented it already. So now I have to shift it by n into fs, where fs is 10 raised to power 4. So putting the value of fs, so 10 raised to power 4 summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x f minus n into 10 raised to power 4. This is my xif. Now what would be y of f? I'll just multiply x of if by 5 into 10 raised to power minus 6. It's a constant. So y of f would be equal to 5 into 10 raised to power minus 6 into xi of f. So it would be 5 into 10 raised to power minus 6 into 10 raised to power 4 summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x f minus n into 10 raised to power 4. So now this is, I'll just simplify it, 5 into 10 raised to power minus 2 summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x f minus n into 10 raised to power 4. I hope you are clear with this. So now if I have to represent it, how I'll represent it? So xf is from minus 4 to 4 minus 4k to 4k, 10 raised to power 4 hertz is 10 kilohertz. So now I am shifting this frequency by 10 hertz, 10 kilohertz. So now here minus 4k is shifted by 10 kilohertz. So minus 4 plus 10. So here I'll be having an impulse at 6k. Now 4 plus 10, it would be 14k. Similarly, when I put n is equal to minus 1, I'll be having impulses in the negative direction. So here I'll be having minus 6k and minus 14k impulses as well. So now this is representing my y of f. Now talking about the amplitude. So here you can see 5 into 10 raised to power minus 2 is multiplied by the amplitude of x. So x of f are shifted and they are having the amplitude which was 5. So now here the amplitude would be 5 into 10 raised to power minus 2 into 5. So here I'll be having amplitude which is 25. So amplitude is 25 into 10 raised to power minus 2. So now I hope you are clear. Now what I am doing? I am taking an ideal low pass filter with cutoff frequency 5 kilohertz. So now it is already given in the question. The low pass filter is having cutoff frequency 5 kilo. So it is 5 kilo here, 5 kilo here. So 5 to minus 5. Now if I talk about the ideal filter, what would be the amplitude? So this is minus 5 to 5. The bandwidth is, the distance between these 2 points is 10k. So the amplitude would be 1 upon 10k. So this is h of f. Now what will I do? I have to multiply this signal, sampled signal, with the low pass filter. So the output would be having the amplitude. Amplitudes are multiplied. This amplitude 25 into 10 raised to power minus 2 is multiplied with this amplitude which is 1 upon 10 raised to power 4. So now what would be the output? Output would be, and this full is multiplied by 2 because here I'll get the 2 signals. So here I'll get minus 4k and 4k, which is representing the cos with twice of the amplitude. So here The amplitude is multiplied by 2. So let's calculate it. It would be 50 into 10 raised to power minus 6, which is 5 into 10 raised to power minus 5. So now I know the amplitude. Which frequency components it is passing? It is passing the frequency component 4K. So now what was the signal which was passed? It was 8 pi into 10 raised to power 3t. So here when 4K and minus 4K are passed, the output signal would be cos of twice of this frequency. So now it would be cos 8 pi into 10 raised to power 3 t. And what was the amplitude? It was 5 into 10 raised to power minus 5. So this was the output. So now I'll repeat it once again because it was a tricky question. So here what was happening? I was having a yt which was a function of the sampled signal. So here yt was 5 into 10 raised to power minus 6 multiplied by sampled signal. So now I know the sampled signal xit has xt, which is represented like this. It is 10 cos 8 pi into 10 raised to power 3t, which is represented in the frequency domain with the help of two impulses. Where are the impulses? At what is the frequency? So 2 pi fm t is equal to 8 pi into 10 raised to power 3t. So from here fm is equal to 4k. So one impulse would be at 4k and the second impulse would be at minus 4k. So this is my x of f. Now it is given that the sampling time is 100 microsecond. So sampling frequency would be 1 upon ts, which is 10 kilohertz. That I found out. After that I represented this xi into frequency domain. So the sampled signal xt, this xt signal, this is the sampled signal. It is represented in the frequency domain. I know the formula. It is fs summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of f minus nfs. So now I know what is fs, so I'll just put the value of fs. So it was 5 into 10 raised to power minus 6 into 10 raised to power 4, which represents the fs. I just put this value in the y of f. So y of f would be having this term as well. So now 5 into 10 raised to power minus 6 from here into x of f, xi of f. So xi of f was this fs into x of f minus fs. So now this was fs multiplied by x summation x f minus n into fs. So now the output was 5 into 10 raised to power minus 2 summation xf minus n into 10 raised to power 4. So this is y of f. So I just plotted y of f. So this is y of f. Now this y of f from up to here, what I have done, I have sampled the output. I have taken the output in the terms of y domain. I have taken the frequency component of the y domain. I have plotted the frequency components of the y domain. Y is representing a sampled output. So now the sampled output has the amplitude. So here the amplitude was 5. So the output yf is a function of 5 into x of f. X of f was having amplitude 5, which is multiplied by 5 into 10 raised to power minus 2. So here the amplitude of each of the impulse would be 5 into 10 raised to power minus 2 into 5, which is 25 into 10 raised to power minus 2. So now what I'm doing, I'm passing it through an ideal low pass filter. So when I pass it through the ideal low pass filter, cutoff frequency is 5. So all these components are rejected and I am getting these components only. So now I am getting two components. So the amplitude is multiplied by 2 and the frequency of the cutoff filter would be, low pass filter would be minus 5 to 5 and amplitude would be 1 upon 10k. So this amplitude is multiplied. So now 25 into 10 raised to power minus 2 is multiplied with 1 upon 10 raised to power 4. I'll get 50 into 10 raised to power minus 6, which is represented as 5 into 10 raised to power minus 5. Now what frequency components it is passing? It is passing minus 4k and 4k, which is minus 4k and 4k represents 2 pi fmt, which is representing my 8 pi into 10 raised to power 3t. So now I have represented 8 pi into 10 raised to power 3t. So I hope you understood this question. If you still have any doubt, you can put the doubt in the comment and I'll try to resolve it as soon as possible. I hope you like this video. If you like it, share it with your friends, subscribe the channel and push the like button. Thank you.